morning, FUMINATION. How are you? How are we? My name is Fumi Desalu-Vold. For those of you that are stopping by for the very first time, welcome to a long-awaited, very much needed Sister to Sister. Are we living and loving? I have to get up because why? Because this was a gift from FUMINATION. This was a gift from whom? None other than the fabulous FUMINATION. And I don't know who sent it to me because there was no card, or maybe the card fell out. I don't know. I live and I absolutely love it. Can you see the bag? It's fabulous, my darlings. Let me see a little peekaboo there. Can you see the peekaboo? I'm just like, oh wow, this is gorgeousness. Thank you, my darling. I live and I love it, and it's heavy and it's dense. I'll wear this out to dinner. Anyway, this is a wonderful sister to sister episode talking about what? Enjoying your single season. Oh my God, my babies. A lot of you send me messages about looking forward to going into the next chapter of your life, which is marriage and having children. And I wish you all of the best. But I want you to enjoy your season now of when you are single. Of course, I understand how you want to be somewhere else. And that is what it is about life. We might not necessarily be where we want to be, but you are being prepared for what is prepared for you. Marriage is a wonderful, wonderful time, wonderful experience. Having children, if you want them, is a wonderful time, wonderful experience. But it's a lot of work. And when you see that picture perfect Instagram portrait of a family, that's even miraculous to the family members taking the picture. The little girl, little boy, mom, dad. They've all made an effort for that 1 second of fabuloso. Let me not speak for them, let me speak for myself. We don't take many family pictures around here because Adrian is school, Ula's traveling, I'm doing my own thing. We really have to make it a point where Ula's like, oh, what will I wear? What will I wear? What will Adrian wear? Where will we take the picture? Should we do professional? Should we get Maria to take the picture? Maria can come into the pic. It's a whole shebang. So 90% of the time we have a lot of pictures where we're kind of just very casual at home, and that's it for grandparents. And Adrian's half out of the picture. Ula is not really looking directly at the camera. I'm always picture perfect ready. It's not real life. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I had no choice but to live the life I was living because it was out of my control. So I flipped it and I said, Fumi, you are going to live your best life. You're going to travel. You're going to try new things, new dishes, make new friends. You are going to live your life and it's going to be full. And all the things that you've wanted to do, you have all the time to do them. This was part of a very concise plan. And I said, you're not married does not mean you won't get married, because I wanted to be married because I had so much love to give. And I realized that this was the time to build myself, to really break myself down and build myself up. Of all the things that I carried with me from the past, from wherever, it was time to let those go, because I would not want to carry that into the marriage, because I would not want to carry that into motherhood. It was extremely therapeutic. And I think I got to about 32, 33 and I stopped panicking altogether, because I realized that this was me time. And it was the time to build myself to this wonderful human being that I could be. Translation, being the best version of myself. And so what I tell you, don't sit waiting for him. Get things going in preparation for him. so that when he comes, you are a fabulous match. For you to sit here and you don't have a job and you're depressed and you don't like where you are working, maybe you don't like where you are living, you would love to do more courses, you would love to go back to school. Honey, this is the time. This is the time for you to do everything, because when you get married, when you have children, the tables turn, because you have more people at the table. So it's not going to be exclusively all about you. The longest, most important love affair that you will ever have is with yourself. It is with yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to know your self-worth. And when I started to do that, I began to attract better quality men. Facts. It starts with you. You are the magnet. You are the light. You are the attraction. You are the fabuloso. Yes, you are. And so you have to be the best version of yourself inside and out. And you have no other better time to do that than within your single season, where you celebrate yourself, you celebrate other women, you go out, you meet people, you go online, because things have changed now. So you see, back in the day where online dating was kind of, oh wow, very racy, not anymore, because we live in a .com world. All of the people I meet are from online. All of you that I meet online, that have become my friends, online. How did I meet Christina? Online. Yes, I did. You meet people online. And so if you are serious, go onto an online dating app, the FUMINATION dating app. I'm going to try and see what is out there. That's another thing. Practice makes what? Practice makes perfect. You can only do that in your single season, because you are testing. 1, 2, 3. You saw me with the mic. Let me test this to see that it works first. Let me test this guy and see whether he's working for me. Let me test him and see the things that I wanted in my 20s. Do I still want them in my 30s? You're going to find and rediscover yourself. And you do that where? In your single season. You date, you go out, you do all the things, everything that you can think of that is kind of appealing to you. You do it. Because you are also testing yourself. Because when you get married, it's a permanent situation. For sure, it is when you have children. It will always be that you married him. That will never go away. And if you have children with him, the children are permanent. You can't erase the children. You can walk away. You can say, I don't want to be a mother anymore. That does not mean that they stop being your children. You just stop being a mother. Date. Babysit your nieces. And when I say babysit, I'm talking about babysit them for a weekend. Then you will realize, the children cannot be sent home. They live with you. You are responsible for them. You are responsible for feeding them, for clothing them, for listening and answering to all of their problems and queries, for that Tuesday afternoon that will hit you on the blind side that you were not ready. Yes, you are going to be responsible till the day you go into your coffin. That is if you choose not to. It's your responsibility. You have to know what you are wishing for, and you have to understand the ramifications, the responsibilities that takes on when you are what? When you are wishing for something that you have never walked into before. I'm speaking from experience. I am very happy with the choices I made with my life, because it ultimately brought me to Ula. But now, upon reflection, because I said, you know what, let's have a sister-to-sister chat, I realized that I also attracted Ula to me, because I was the best version of myself, because I was eating healthy, I was working out, I was putting on my makeup. I was doing my nails. I was taking care of my hair. I was going out. I was members of a library club. Yes, I was. And of a boot club, of which I lived and loved. And I was going to UCLA, where I was doing my master's in marketing and advertising. Yes, I was. And I was meeting other people there. You become very light-hearted. And you go out with your friends and you go out to picnics and stuff like that. And I had my boundaries. And I knew how to say no. Something that was very alien and foreign to me. I knew how to pump the brakes and say, no, no, no. You have to learn all of these. It's a learning platform before you jump foot first into a situation that you really don't know and the territory is a little bit alien to you. Don't do it. You want to be in a relationship. Try having relationships, all kinds of relationships, because the ultimate relationship that really counts up here in these relationship streets is the one with yourself. Because no matter what the guy is, no matter how wonderful, no matter how amazing Ula is not responsible for my happiness. I am responsible for my happiness. I cannot come in here and weigh him down. That's too much work. Child, please, you know what? Bring your scale. Stand on the scale. What does it say? All right, you can't carry that weight. Why would you expect somebody to carry that weight for you? You have to be happy with your life, with yourself, with what you do. And in so doing, what? You bring all of that energy. You bring all of that input. You bring all of that productivity into the marriage. Because the days have gone where the man has to do everything. He's responsible for everything. No, it's a union. What are you bringing to the table, mama? What are you bringing to the table? And I'm talking about across the board. What are you bringing to the table? It counts, and it will extend and elongate and elevate your marriage. You think it won't? Try and see. Yeah, I'm speaking from experience. You cannot be a Debbie Downer and you wanting to pay all of the bills. You know what? Hey, if he is a billionaire, I get it. But I'm telling you, baby sis, take the phone bill. Take the grocery bill. Take those and say, I'll take care of that. Marriage is a wonderful experience when you do it right. For you to sit and feel sad that I am not getting this, I'm not doing this, it's a waste of time. Get prepared. I did not know I was going to marry a Norwegian. I did not know he was going to be white. I kid you not. I was like, what? You have to open up your mind and the world will open up to you. That is one. I was 37, 36 and I said, Fumi, start to take care of your bills. Start to take care of your credit cards and all of that. By the time I met Ula, and unbeknownst to me, that I would actually leave my beautiful America after 20 years. If you had told me that I would leave, I wouldn't have believed it. I wouldn't have believed it. I would not have believed that the man that I was going to marry, I would end up relocating to another country. But that was what happened. And after almost 20 years in America, I finally decided to become an American citizen in 2018, October. Yeah. I was able to sell my car, Jackie. I loved that car. It was a Honda CR-V. Because I had paid off my car. When I left, I did not have a single outstanding bill on anything. Because I had taken my single season to prepare for what was being prepared for me. And for whatever reason, I said to myself, let me pay off my credit cards. Let me pay off my car. And what I will do is that I will move into I will move from a studio to a 1-bedroom. I really wanted the space, and I wanted to just pay for my insurance. I said I'll pay my insurance instead of paying that heavy car note. I think my car note was like $470 plus interest and all of that. So I said pay it off, and I paid that off, paid off my credit card, so I didn't have that much of expenses in a month. So I only had my flat, and I was paying for my car insurance and of course my gas and stuff like that. And not knowing that I was going to relocate and go to another country. I can only speak from experience. I can only tell you what I have done. Enjoy your single season. Enjoy those lazy days on a Saturday morning when you can just relax and you can watch TV all by yourself, and you can go to the fruit market, or you can go and watch a movie and you don't have to account to anybody. Enjoy it, because when you have children, it does change. And that's when you enjoy girl date night out, because it's so few and far between. And that is why I enjoy, and Christina and I enjoy each other, because we're mothers and we know the grind and we know how it is. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of work that goes on. There's a lot of work that goes on. But I'm a mom. I'm a mom big time. This is just 20 minutes of my life. Other than that, I am working out and I am hanging out with Adrian, my little son / grandson. That's how I look at him. I don't know whether I'll be alive if I live to, to 100. I really do. I'm trying. But I don't know. I don't know anything. I can only hope. But I live in the present. I live in the present. And I look for things that I'm grateful for. And I'm always grateful. That's what keeps me positive. That's what keeps me smiling. I want you to enjoy your single season. I want you to do all the things that you can possibly think of. Because when you're married and when you have children, it's going to change. Not that you're going to have a different life. You will no longer have a single life. That life will be gone unless you and your husband part ways. Unless you declare and you abandon your kids. Your life would be gone. Even with that, you know what happens before I go? You can't even come back to your single season. And that's what happens to a lot of divorcees. You've invested 20 years, 10 years in your marriage. When you come back to Singleton Avenue, the games have changed. The players have changed. You're older. And it's not the same. It doesn't feel right. And you realize that you are more happy in your family setting. You just don't want to drop it like it's hot in the club in tight pink shorts anymore. What does she call herself? Rihanna. Rihanna was asked about her faux pas when it comes to dressing. And she said, I'll be hypocritical. But there are some things that I look back and I say, I can't believe I wore that. And I can't imagine wearing that anymore. Why? Because she's moved on with her life. She's a mother of 2. But during her single season, it was fabulous. No regrets. But she's not doing it now. So take from this, my darlings, what you may. Drop it down in the comments for me. And tell me what other sister-to-sister topics you would like for me to do. Really. Because I've been out here in these streets. All the way to these other avenues and streets. And it's all about embracing, truly embracing where you are at the moment. And enjoying it. And looking back and saying, I remember. Before I leave, Ula and I, as you very well know, we did 9 rounds of IVF, and that took 9 years. And there were times when I was, of course, disappointed and saddened. And he would say, Fumi, we're going to Thailand. Fumi, we're going to Dubai. Fumi, we're going to Morocco. We're going to Paris. And I would say, but Ula, we need the money, you understand me, and I don't feel like it. And do you know what Ula told me? He said, for me, this time will pass. I promise you. And I think that is why I realized how he won 500 medals swimming, 200 gold. Because Ula has razor sharp focus. He's not deterred, and he has that calm strength. Then I looked at him and he said, this will pass. And you see, when it passes, I want us to look back, not at the journey of the IVF alone, but the happy times that we created along the journey. Copacetic. I said, you know what, let me pack my bags. I wish it for you. That's all I can say. Okay? From your mama, from your auntie, from your sister, from Mama Fooms. That's all I can tell you, mama. Okay? Enjoy your single season and live it up. Live it up and learn about yourself. Study yourself. And you put all the things that you like and you put all the things that you don't like. That is beginning to know who you are. Start from there. All right? Love you, love you, love you. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, hit the notification button. Let's get to 1 million. And I will see you what? I'll see you sooner than later. And whoever sent me this fabulous dress, you let me know. Alrighty.